comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. Ugh. I slept in. Where you I usually go live at 11. I'm going to be kind of changing my day. I don't think I'm going to start getting up until about 10 o'clock in the morning. Go live at noon. I've got my reasons. This is the reason. I'm going to be doing something, but I'm not going to tell anybody what it is yet. Not until it's done. Yeah. Good morning. This one's not going to be too long. Yeah, I get out of here by 11:30. My wife has a doctor appointment. Good morning, Amber. Good morning, Leisure. Good morning, Michelle. So I'm going to show you something. This concerns me. This concerns me. Why is the Dion Live? Why is somebody at Dion's live group calling me? A group call. Why is that going on? Don't do that. Do not call me from that. Why are people calling me? Who was that? I'll find out who it was. I don't know. Oh, I think it's somebody that just got added. Give me a second here. To join the voice call. So give me a second here. I'll figure out who it is. It won't take that long. Okay, I know who it is. It's Serena. All right. Somebody yeah. Well, they're joining the group. So, but so I'm going to share something here. Give me a second here, actually. Yeah, that's what I want. We're going to go there. No, that's not what I was wanting to do. Okay, well, I'm just going to read this to you. Morning, Heather. Good to see you. Let me write to somebody real quick. You just called everyone in the group. LOL. Here is the link for the live. Julia's having a hard time finding the comment section. It's usually X'd out, and I think it's over to the right. But if somebody could help her, because she is here, but she's trying to comment, but she cannot. So I want to read this letter to you. This is the letter that I sent to the central office. I said, Abby, I hope this email finds you well. I'm writing you about a few things. I've started a few new meetings called Grassroots, growing very quickly. I do a lot of work with the community, helping start detox and improve the detoxes that we have. I'm not sure if you heard, but pretty much all funding for recovery services has been cut. And there is a lot of unwarranted fear out here. I've been reaching out to detoxes and other places that are in the field of alcoholism, reminding them that AA is free and still here for them. I very much believe in the responsibility statement that was made for the professional friends of AA. I have some ideas that I would hope would help, not just alcoholics, but central office also. I find 12-step works very lacking in our community. I'm working on bringing back that back, as there are a lot of people out here without 12-stepping is an experience that should not be missed. It does not happen at the meetings. They happen at detoxes, treatment, people's homes. Do you have some time for me to come down or to do a Zoom meeting so we can just discuss some of these things? I have a few concerns with the central office, and I'm sure you can clarify for me. I can support the central office more. She wrote back, "Hi, Dion. Thank you for reaching out and sharing about the various things you are doing in Hudson. I'm not in Hudson. I'm not even close to Hudson. I'm unable to meet. What questions do you have regarding the central office? May I be able to answer?" So nothing. She's hiding something. She's hiding something. That's our central office. Something I can tell there's a fear there. She doesn't want to sit down and talk with me. Um, yeah, I'm not going to go for that. And then saying Hudson, where'd she get Hudson from? I'm not in Hudson. But she can't take an hour on Zoom to meet with me, even though I'm bringing 12th, even though I'm doing her job and bringing 12 step work. That's pretty disappointing. That's pretty disappointing. All right. All right. Anyway, thank you. It was a lame response, wasn't it, Leisure? I mean, she gave no thought to that response at all. Like, thank you. Thank you for making my job easier. Thank you for thinking of AA. Thank you for thinking of the central office. Something. But there was no professionalism there. So maybe she's too stoned. All right. If you're texting me at the same time, I can't text and do this, guys. I'm not I'm not that good. All right. Let's get to it. Good morning, Serena. Good to see you, or good afternoon where you're at. We're going to be in the 12 by 12. Yeah, she got it mixed with Henderson, but even then, I never said anything about Henderson. Yeah, but okay. Thank you for letting me get that off my chest. I will write her a little bit later. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'll be your host today and forever. I believe I am on week 86. And meeting with you is out of her salary. Yeah, huh? Well, that's an outside issue. Right. Okay. If you're here, please say hello. Whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. But yeah, I've been going live for 86 weeks now. I have not missed a day. That's almost 2 years. But I've been doing this for 7. So we're going to go to page 46. I didn't have time to put anything together today. So we're going to be talking on the 4th step again. But I got to finish up by 11:25. So page 49 is where we want to go in the 12 by 12. I was just using this last night. That's funny because this is what I read last night at the meeting. So, but it's a different day. So you'll probably get a different answer out of me today. You'll probably get something different. Leisure says, just live in the beauty that you reached out and did good work on your side. Oh, no, Leisure. I thank you very much. Thank you for saying that. No, the question is this. Why are you being paid $70,000 to work 32 hours a week? Why are we not open on weekends? Why are we not open on Monday? Why are we not open past 5 o'clock when people can't get down there? Why are you letting the Bridge the Gap meeting abuse people? Those are the questions that I have. My question is, what the fuck is she doing? Because it is her job to provide you with 12 step work. We pay her for that. It's her job. Okay. She's making $34 an hour. Are you okay with that? With your dollar going in and she's not doing it? You all right with that? Because I ain't all right with it. No, it's time for a new central office manager, man. Spirit of rotation, my friends. That's AA. You're not okay. The AA is not here for AA is not here for your retirement fund. That's not its purpose. All right. Yeah, I know the 4th step, but we're not really going to talk about the 4th step as much as we will about the solution. So, because it's like the fourth step. Oh, that go over her head now. I'm going to go to her first, but I do hear what you're saying. She doesn't have a boss. We are her boss. AA is her boss. That means you, me. And the fact that she's not willing to spend an hour with me to help improve central office tells you everything. Right? This is advocating. Got to advocate. That email was fear. Speaking of fear, to avoid falling into the, all right, we're going to start at the bottom page, middle of page 48. Now let's ponder the need for a list of the more glaring personality defects with which we all of us have in varying degrees. To those having religious training, such a list would set forth serious violations of moral principle. Some others will think of it as a list of defects of character. Still others will call it an index of maladjustments. Some will become quite annoyed if there's talk about immorality, let alone sin. Now, why would we get upset about that? Why would we get annoyed? Because we're doing it and we don't want to confront it. That's why we would get annoyed. Right? So we got to, it's an all or nothing thing here. The fourth step is black and white. The third step is black and white. There's a lot of gray in AA. There's a lot of gray. But the third step, the fourth step, and the fifth step are black and white. Right? I call it a pregnant situation. You're either pregnant or you're not. God either is or he isn't. You either have faith or you don't. There's no middle of the road faith. Even though it's a little bit of faith will get you started, it's still a lot. Right? Some will be quite annoyed, but all who are at least reasonable will agree upon one point, that there's plenty wrong with us alcoholics, about which plenty will be done if we are to expect sobriety, progress, and any real ability to cope with life. We got to start creating those tools for life. In the ninth step promises, it says we will suddenly realize that that we will be able to handle situations which used to baffle us. Okay. It is the fourth step that clears away that wreckage that baffles us. It is my character defects. Do my character defects get removed? No. What I have is a new set of tools. A new set of tools. That's all I can say, Donald Duck. And it took me 10 years to get that. And it still sucks. Good morning, Kitty. To avoid falling into confusion over the names these defects should be called, let's take a universally recognized list of major human failings. The 7 deadly sins of pride, greed, lust, anger, gluttony, envy, and sloth. It is not by accident that pride heads the procession, for pride, leading to self-justification and always spurred by conscious or unconscious fears, is the basic breeder of most human difficulties, the chief block of true progress. Yeah. My pride, thinking that I know better. Oh, well, it's not a very big problem. Doesn't matter. Consult anyway. Consult with somebody. All right. I consulted with you this morning on that email. Right. And you let me know, should I be writing back? Angel, good to see you. Good morning. Sometimes I have to do this so that it pops up. There we go. Doing a little wave. Doing the wave. Right. Pride lures us into making demands upon ourselves or upon others which cannot be met without perverting or misusing our God-given instincts. Always wanting more. Always more. Because I want more. For anybody that's new, I do a lot of singing here. But I can't do it for more than like 7-8 seconds or it gets cut off. It's kind of a challenge around here. So if a song pops into your head, feel free to put it into the chat. Good morning, Gary. Good to see you, man. Put it in the chat. And I may even sing it out loud for you if I know the song. We have a lot of fun here. Just to let everybody know, this one is going to be a little bit shorter. When I get back from the doctor's office, I will be I'll do a full one. I'll be doing another one this afternoon. So anyway, when the satisfactions of our instincts for sex, security, and society become the sole object of our lives, then pride steps in to justify our excesses. Well, I deserve it. I deserve an extra nutty bar. That's what I've been eating lately is nutty bars. That's why that came up. All right. I'm going to try and get rid of the sugar. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. The thing is my brain always wants things in excess. If it feels good, like alcohol, I want more because my brain seems to think more is better. When really I need to be satisfied with what I fucking have. Here we are back to perfection again. Been coming up a lot lately. Perfect right now. Is everything perfect? No. Is it perfect right now? Yeah, it is. Sure it is. It's God's world, man. This is God's world. And God's world is perfect. And I live in it. Everything is exactly how it is supposed to be right now. And that is perfection. Did I do that? No. Do I get to enjoy the benefits of it? Yes. If and only if I am willing to have my character defects removed. Other than that, no. No. Oh, you know why she said Hudson instead of Henderson? She was probably just reading that Kate Hudson went to space for 12 seconds. It was 12 minutes. I don't think it happened. I think it was all bullshit, just so you know. But I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist. Nothing against Kate Hudson. I don't have any feelings towards her. I just don't believe her. All right. All these feelings generate fear. Yeah. Last night, not when I did it last night, I thought it was hilarious, but I think I just confused people because I had written some notes, right? And I said, there's a quote that I'd like to bring up by a famous philosopher. You may know him. His name is Master Yoda. I thought that was fucking hilarious. Fear is a path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. What does our disease want? It wants us to suffer. Okay. You may not agree with what I'm about to say, but if you don't, take it as an example. Okay. Because I believe this. I believe that alcohol is a spirit, a demonic spirit. And what do demonic spirits want? They want you to suffer. They don't want you to die. Death would mean the end of suffering, and therefore they can no longer feed off of you. How do they do that? Isolation, pain, fear, anger, resentment, all these negative, well, here, there was a list of them. Oh, no, I took that off somewhere else. All right. It is a soul sickness. We are battling for our soul. I believe that. Not everybody. So just use it as an example, whether you believe in the devil or not. But if there's got to be a higher power, then there's got to be a lower power, man. And there's been times when the devil has come out with me with full fucking force because I'm doing the right thing. It happens to me often. Usually comes in the form of depression, self-pity. He will put things in my face. See, look how much better people are doing than you, and they're getting away with it. Ha ha ha. All the time. Happens to me all the time. Okay. But I got the courage of God, man, and nothing can override that. Nothing can outweigh the word of God. Every time that happens, I go through it. I come out the other side, safe and protected. I have a deep love and commitment to God, and it's deep for me. Serena says 100% agree. That's why they call alcohol spirits. You're correct. They're called spirits for a reason. When they used to serve alcohol, it used to say XXX. This was before porn. Okay. It meant poison. Hey. Not the triple X. No, not the Vin Diesel movies. This was before television. Okay. Shell says, I agree with spirit being demonic. Heard that over 30 years ago. Huh. I believe that. It just, in my brain, it makes sense. Now, how you get there doesn't really matter. It's the fact that you get there and understand that you are more. You're more than the character defects. Right? All right. I got about 3 minutes. Well, I got a little bit more time than that, but all these feelings generate fear of soul sickness. Then fear in turn generates more character defects. It's the fear that feeds the character defects. It is always fear. Fear that we're going to lose what we have or not get what we think we are owed. Both are expectations. Both are a type of possession. When I drink, I am possessed by a demonic spirit. That's why I have no care for human life. That's what I believe. All right. Anyway. Unreasonable fear that our instincts will not be satisfied drives us to covet the possession of others, to lust for sex and power. See? In that email, I found somebody's character defect, didn't I? It's power, and they don't know how to handle it. It's just a stupid central office. Okay? But there's a fear there. You could hear it. You could hear the fear. No, I'm unable to talk. What, did somebody fucking knock you in your jaw and now it's wired shut? You can't take an hour for a guy trying to help you? See? Now, how do we know that? Because that's how I would say it if I was in that position. That's how we know. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. Right? And I'm head bullshitter, man. In my mind. In my own powerful mind, I am head bullshitter. Right? Just like everybody's a horrible driver but me, and that's true for everyone. That's a good one. All right. We eat, drink, and grab for more of everything that we need, fearing we shall never have enough. Hey, there's a toilet paper shortage. Hey, there's an egg shortage. Hey, did you hear there's a toilet paper shortage? What do you think? What do you think that's going to do? Fear. Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to wipe my ass. Oh no. And the homeless are just going, okay. And with genuine alarm at the prospect of work, we stay lazy. We loaf and procrastinate, or at best, work grudgingly and under half steam. These fears are termites that ceaselessly devour the foundation of whatever sort of life we try to build. See? Right? I made it feel a little less four-steppy for you. We're just talking, right? All right, so let's get to daily reflection. This will put us back to step 4, but I'm going to read this and then I got to kind of end. I will be back later, probably 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon. 1 o'clock, no, probably more like 2:30. All right, fear knocked at the door. Faith answered. No one was there. I don't know to whom this quote should be attributed, but it certainly indicates very clearly that fear is an illusion. I created the illusion myself. Okay, I'm willing to listen, but I don't necessarily agree. Michelle says, that's a good point. She doesn't see you as helping her. So should I have should I approach it a different way so she understands that I'm there to help and that my questions might be hard, but I don't want to I don't want to remove anybody. No. If you're the person for the job, you're the person for the job. I want to see change. So if, let me know if I could redo it. Maybe we try again. Olive branch. Right? So I experienced fear early in my life, and I mistakenly thought that the more presence of it made me a coward. I didn't know that one of the definitions of courage is the willingness to do the right thing in spite of fear. Courage, then, is not necessarily the absence of fear. I don't agree with this. See, this person thinks that they're going to have an absence of fear, and that has not been my experience. My fears have not been lessened. I have been given more courage. And I utilize my courage, not my fear. I'm using a different tool. Now, I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm saying my experience is different. You might be like, yeah, that's how it works for me. And you know what? It's still perfectly plausible. It's one of the things that we do here. You'll find that sometimes it sounds like we're bickering or arguing, but really we're just sharing our experiences. And they are allowed to be different. Right? So if I'm talking and you have a different experience, feel free to put it up. I'm going to talk about it. I might give you a little shit because I love you. But if I don't agree with you, I won't give you shit because then it feels like I'm bickering. What I want you to know is that this is a safe space to express, even if you're like, Dion, you're full of shit, dude. I might block your chat. I'm kidding, I won't. Not unless you're selling mushrooms. All right, I got to finish this up. During the times I didn't have love in my life, I most assuredly had fear. That I agree with. To fear God is to be afraid of joy. That I absolutely agree with. Yes, I do. To be afraid of God, to fear God is to be afraid of joy. I that hits. I was scared to be happy. I was scared to be free. I was scared to be a different person. I was scared to be the person that I was supposed to be. It was scary. I don't know why, but I was. I'm not scared to be who I am today. Well, I know why I was scared to be me because people constantly put me down and but I'm the only safe space, so therefore I better work on my self-esteem, right? I feared God most. There was no joy in my life. As I learned not to fear God, I also learned to experience joy. I had a lot of joy yesterday. All my friends made my birthday very, very cool, and I appreciated that a lot. It motivates me to do more. So I got to get going. Like I said, I will be back a little bit later, and we will talk to you all soon. And yeah, I just got to go. I love you. You know I do. Peace out and have a day.